Man, you know what's crazy?
Yo.
You know what's insane? Yo, this is David.
And this is Austin.
And this is DNA Gaming. Woo!
Yo, I'm going to turn whatever this little knob is back a little bit.
Yeah,
the gain, that's what it is. I think that's what Tyler called it. What the fuck? Yo, that shit don't really turn. All right.
Hey.
I don't know. I don't know what the gain does. Tyler, help us.
Help us.
All right. 23 seconds in and we've got nothing done. I like it.
We both went to film school in a way. You know what I mean? Like, I should know this.
You know what it is? It's like...
I did all the writing. I did the script writing.
It's like when you were really good at something in high school. Like, I was dope at math.
Yeah.
But if you put down most of that shit that I learned right now, because I don't utilize it every day, I wouldn't fucking know. And Tyler does videos every day.
That's true. Cause
like, he fucking knows this goddamn Yeti.
Because the thing is, like, I used to get, like, B minuses in production class. I just...
We don't know what Tyler got. We just know he passed, barely.
Really? I just know that, like, when it comes to, like, technical side, cameras and freaking... Like, I know the basics.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, story.
Tyler goes in on that shit.
Yeah, he does go in.
I appreciate what he does.
I appreciate it, too. This is a Tyler...
Right, this whole podcast is about Not Your Average Tyler. Nah, all right, cool. Let's start this shit. It's going to be freeform as fuck.
Freeform, bro.
Because David lugged his PS3 over to my house.
Yeah.
We're about to record fucking Final Fantasy 1 playthrough.
It's the only word we can play.
But we were so hyped. But PS3 is just like, nope, it's copyright protected somehow. Because...
HDCP?
Yeah, they fucking suck. Yo, are we not loud now?
I think we are.
I don't know what's up with this kid. That is, like...
Yo, this is really freeform, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't... All right.
Okay, look, it's good.
Okay. All right, so this is what we're going to do. So, ignore the first 2 minutes of this fucking podcast. It's like Joe Rogan when he's talking about ads and shit.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we're going to talk about current...
Events, bro.
Current generation of video games.
Yeah, bro.
Do you think games are getting better?
Is this Gen 6? Gen 7?
I don't even know what gen... I don't know nothing about gens, dog.
Well, you know, the strange thing is that the Wii U, it was supposed to be in the same generation as PS4, Xbox One, and then it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So the Switch actually is on par, or more so than them.
The thing about the Switch, man, is that you know what I like about it is that the Switch isn't trying to compete.
Yeah, I think
it's just. They're doing their shit, you know?
They should have never tried to compete.
No.
Because when they don't compete, people are like, oh, wow. Nintendo really is awesome.
Because this Switch is nothing like anything before. You can't just compare that to a PS4 or Xbox One.
And honestly, if you try to, a lot of people might say, you know what, the Switch is better.
Yeah, I mean...
Only, you know, you obviously PS4 is stronger, but, like, personally, I don't care about graphics like that anymore.
Yeah.
Now we did just try to look at it.
They'll just be like, dude, fucking, you know, in handheld, it's only 720. It's like you're playing Skyrim handheld. Appreciate that shit. You know, like...
I know. Honestly, dude.
I mean, Doom 1, 2, and 3 are now on Switch.
You don't have Skyrim, do you?
I do not have Skyrim.
Oh, okay.
I really wanted to buy it, but I've already played through it. Not even played through it. I got to Alduin like 6 times. And then you just go, why don't I want to beat this? Why was the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild and the companion so much better than the main story?
Dude, that actually makes me wonder about my D&D campaigns. Like, is my main story shit and everything else around it was dope?
Honestly, if it helps, none of it was dope.
Really? Okay, thank you.
If that helps. Like, it all,
what was your shitty ass little campaign, bro?
It all sucked.
We just went in a dungeon, bro. This nigga's been writing the same campaign for 3 months now.
It's gonna be dope. That's because I'm creating the whole fucking world.
What does that mean?
It means I'm creating the lore, the land,
what's a town name, nigga?
I don't know a town name.
Look at him, bro. He's sweating.
All right, so back to video games, man.
All right, bro.
Like,
okay, you know what? When we came into this generation of gaming, PS4, Xbox.
Yeah.
I want to say Wii U. Fuck, let's just say Switch. Right now.
Yeah, we'll say.
How do you feel, bro? You think gaming has dwindled? Do you think the games are kind of shitty?
Dude, honestly, man, like...
Or do you think they're actually way better? Let me say... Okay, you go first.
Nah, you posed a question. So what's up? What?
Yo, this is how I feel, bro. I know Tyler ain't gonna agree with this. I just feel like there's too many games coming out. Like, there's so much... I know, like, I'm an adult, and it's like, maybe that's your perception. But, like, no, I think that's every year... Like, I mean, every month, there's at least 5 things
dude.
that come out. Because if you look at the indie developers, they're uploading shit every week.
That is one of my biggest issues, is that I think that at least the Switch eShop, because I don't fucking pay attention. I don't go on the shop on PS4.
But PS4 is the same way, man.
But like, dude, you hit recent releases.
Yeah.
And even a game that came out like a day before, if it's not a game like Fire Emblem that's just really popular, it gets lost in the fact that 50 new indie games fucking came out.
Every system was like Steam.
Rough. But dude, check this shit. Like, so
it's weird. Because the thing is, like, you wonder, are these companies making any money?
Yeah.
As much as they should,
right.
you know?
All right, so here is a list of games that I have pre-ordered that I'm getting this year. All right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I got Fire Emblem. Mm-hmm. August 22nd, I'm getting Oninaki. August 27th, Collection of Mana. August 30th, fucking Astral Chain. RPG Maker, September 3rd.
That's gonna be dope.
And Spyro on September 3rd. Link's Awakening, September 20th. Dragon Quest, on fucking September 27th. Luigi's Mansion on Halloween. Pokemon on November 15th.
Nerd.
Then at some point this year, we're getting the Mario and Sonic Olympics, which that's going to be real fun. I'm excited for that. Crystal Chronicles, Final Fantasy VIII. That's just that's just in 4 or 5 months.
But these are the high hitters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in between all those releases that you just said, there's about 50 little indie things that's going to come out.
Yeah.
50 great. And these indie developers are actually making good games.
But the thing that's making me happy about this... Bloodstain's fun, man.
I'm saying?
I really enjoy it. But, like, my favorite part of these games, though, is minus the indies. So, legitimately, when the Wii U came out, mm-hmm. I've had that Wii U since launch. Mm-hmm. I have 5 games for it. That's it.
Yeah.
I went through that whole generation, the whole, 3 or 4 years that it was out, playing 5 fucking Wii U games. Mm-hmm. But, like, the fact that I have so many Switch games coming out that close to each other, like, makes me fucking hyped.
You're hyped.
It's a lot, but, like,
you think it's dope, though.
Yeah, dude, because, like, even with my Xbox One, man, like, I'm like, oh, that game's real cool. And then, like, 7 months later, something else comes out. Same thing with PS4.
I know.
You're just like, oh, that's cool, but, like, the fact that there are so many games and that almost every new game that they release looks interesting to me. I'm not a big fan of indie games, but a lot of the indie games, if you were into it, would be cool.
I only play indie games now.
It's rough.
That's weird. Well, with PS4, like, I look at here's the thing. I don't buy games that are $60. Especially when they first come out. Because they're going to release another special fucking edition next year.
Well, that's why I get Switch games, because Nintendo's fucking greedy and they never discount their games. They really don't.
But, like, when Resident Evil 7 came out, you were like...
Dude, didn't that drop in price in, like, a week?
Yeah, it was, like, 6 months, and they said, we're going to release the Gold Edition in the fall. I'm like, wait. That means you get all the DLC? Final Fantasy, the Royale Edition, right?
Yeah, the Royal Edition.
The Royal Edition.
Yeah, it was Royal.
But, like, they have all the freaking content that you want.
Yeah.
But indie developers, they can't afford to do all that shit. So they say,
right.
Yo, here's $15. You want a game $15? Here. Here's a game.
Yeah.
Like Cadence of Hyrule.
That's fun, man.
That's what that game is always going to be.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of buy indie games now. Especially like the ones that are trying to replicate old shit.
That's an issue I'm having though. Is like, I swear some of these indie developers, it was like, yo, did you play Super Nintendo games?
They're inspired.
Well, dude, because like they'll just be like, yeah, this plays a lot like a Super Nintendo game. But then you're looking at it and you're like, that looks shittier than a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
They have some games that they're like, check out our 8-bit game. And you're like, oh, that's cool. 8-bit's fun. But it's shittier than, like, NES games.
You know why? Here's why. When they were making 8-bit games in the 80s, they were trying to make it as great as possible, knowing their limitations. But when you're trying to emulate a shitty art thing, they're trying to go back.
Right.
The indies are trying to go back to look shitty.
Yeah.
And there's a different goal.
I'd be cool if they released, like... Dude, like, I kind of felt that way with fucking Yooka-Laylee. Mm-hmm. So, like, Yooka-Laylee was crowdfunded. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, yeah, you'll get a 64-bit tonic. Because you get these tonics in-game where it'll be like fucking half health or, you do that. It's cool shit. but one was a 64-bit tonic, where the whole game was in 64-bit. My bad, not 16-bit, but the whole game was in 64-bit.
Mm-hmm.
That just released like a couple months ago, because they basically had to redo the game. But I swear, like, I'll show you it like off. You know what? Fuck it. Let me show you it now. So let's keep talking. But like,
right.
it's got a weird, like, it to me it feels like a filter.
Wait, I know. Well, you know, is it like the filter?
all.
Is it like the filter on the Mega Man's where you can make it look?
Like it's,
You know,
like
there's
it.
like an HD thing that you have on the Mega Man collections.
Yeah, it's.
It looks weird. Like, I look old.
Dude, I
kinda
don't
look
like it because it fucking. My issue with it is that it just. I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't played a game in so long, like an older game, but even playing old Spyro games on GameCube, 64 and all that shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't fuzzy. It was just like polygons and shit like that.
You know the games I'm actually looking forward to the most? And this is if I get a Switch. It would be Link's Awakening, and then the Baldur's Gate collection. No, Baldur's Gate's 1 and 2, Icewind Dale, and then
Right.
Neverwinter Nights is coming out for all systems.
Yeah. You see how like it's just like I know 64-bit looked better.
Wait,
than
they
that.
did that for ukulele?
Yeah.
That looks shitty, dude.
It's like
It's like
I don't like it because it was like I feel like you took too much away from it.
this is ridiculous.
The new one looks fun, and I'm gonna get that when it comes out this year.
So this is what is this what like the thing they did to make it look
Yeah.
cool? I know this is a audio thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what the-
yeah,
Maybe I could put like a thing, you know.
like a still of it or
A
something.
still, yeah.
Like
I'll put a still while editing just so we can see what we're talking about.
it's just
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know, man. It's weird. Great. It was a great game though. Not shitting on it. I just rubbed your leg. Sorry.
That's fine.
But like super fun. But like I would be cool if they gave me like I don't know. Did they really want to go back to like
It's nostalgia, bro.
that's it? And it's like even fucking.
I've been telling Tyler that all the time.
But like I think there's a way to capture nostalgia without reverting.
I think nostalgia is a German term. I think I'm German.
I don't know.
Nostal-
But it's like
nostalgia.
like whenever you play like Super Mario, you know, Super Mario U Deluxe 3D Ultra Instinct Goku Super Saiyan 4, you know? It's that's nostalgic.
yeah,
But they didn't have to revert to it being just shittily done
yeah,
to get that sense of nostalgia.
yeah. I see what you're
And
saying.
it's like, why does it have to? How come to developers? I get because they're older. Totally fucking get that.
I would say this
But why is 8-bit nostalgic?
because it's like when they were little, that was the games they were playing.
That's
I would say
I wouldn't want.
Nintendo did it right though with Link's Awakening. It is like the way it's HD. It's really
Yes.
great graphics, but like it's what the game would be if you were playing in the early '90s and how you imagined it to be.
It's also Link's Awakening. You were able to do with remember the camera.
Mm-hmm.
You could get pictures from the game, but the art style in the picture
Was
the art style that they're using
See?
now.
Now
So
that's
they
nostalgia.
took that, and I like that it's got like a diorama feel, which was I think one of my it's like okay, just because this is gonna go right into it. Octopath Traveler,
yeah. You're talking about Octopath.
like because that game was like a diorama when you looked at it.
It was.
That was, in my opinion, the perfect level of because I love old RPG games. Me and you were about to play Final Fantasy 1 and
We're
shit.
trying to. Nigga. Bang.
But like, imagine if Square was like, we're gonna make our next Final Fantasy game, but we want it to look like the older games.
Yeah.
Don't make it look like the NES one. But if they made one that looked like the PSP version of Final Fantasy 1
Dude.
and 2, I'd fucking love
In
it.
HD.
Yeah,
Dude.
and that's what they did with Octopath. They were just like, "Yo, we're gonna go back and it's gonna look retro," but the game looked good. Because like with indie developers, everything is just fuzzy, and you don't like. You'll see the main character, and you're like, "Dude, I don't know what you are." Even when you play the original Super Mario Bros., you can look and see the different parts of Mario.
Dude, hold on. Let me show you that there's this game I was playing on Steam. It's called
Environment.
Environmental
That's cool.
alpha or something.
That's just a lot of words, man.
Environmental alpha.
All right, he's showing
right.
me something, folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the thing on there for you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like a Metroid clone, and this is an indie game that came out.
Okay.
But this thing, like the gameplay was amazing, but what fucked me up was how shitty the graphics looked.
Dude, like I just
look
feel
at
like
that
with
shit,
some
dude.
things.
Like I know, like it's dope because the art style is amazing, but like when you look at your character, he doesn't like shit.
Yeah, like there's nothing
I
to
don't
it.
like that because I don't know if they're
Like,
I think they're just cheating. Like, oh, since it's like look at that shit, dude. This is an HD game.
Yeah. Like
Well, I don't even think it's
what's there?
I don't even think it is HD, dude. I think it's actually it was in 480.
Like this is gonna upset
it's,
some
it's a
people.
really good game though.
But like Undertale, I don't really like the art design of Undertale. That's why I've never been able to get into
It's-
it.
yeah.
I don't.
Because I hear it's a good critique or homage to RPGs.
Yeah,
and I'm just I don't like that. Those
I think
graphics.
Octopath Traveler fucking killed it with
Dude,
that.
people gonna make everybody mad.
Oh shit.
I can't fuck with Minecraft, bro.
I can't do. You know what it is, man? I don't have the patience for Minecraft.
Well, I like exploring and shit and creating fucking crafting things, but I don't like how the way everything's blocky and it's in a 3-dimensional space. I played Terraria because it's 2D and it's the same thing as Minecraft. I like that because it's like, oh, this is on a 2-dimensional plane. But when it's in 3D and it looks shitty,
dude, you know what I would
fucks me up.
You know what I would play though? Have you seen Dragon Quest Builders like 1 and 2?
That's different though.
But like it's the similar vein to Minecraft in the way that you build.
Yeah.
But that's what I would play. Minecraft, not so much. I don't even really want to play Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah.
Because like I don't want to build shit. But if I had to choose between the two, I'm like, I'm gonna choose a game that looks like that.
Dude, when we should play Dragon Quest? We should do a playthrough of Dragon Quest.
11.
Or we can find one. I don't know. I want to actually
on a
do
PS4 though, because it can't be
PS4.
on a fuck a PS3. Look at that, just dude. That's like a grandpa ass bitch. Why does like a PS2 ages better than a PS3? Like, we'll just admit that.
You got a good point. I will say though that that is the last fuck. That's the last thing they did with the PS3. The last design.
Yeah.
Because the PS2, even the fat one, looked amazing.
Yeah, I remember I had the slim one. That thing, I feel like I could have just like accidentally snapped it.
Yeah. Which makes it seem like, well, why the fuck did you need this huge thing for that one, and for the slim one it runs just as great, in a 4-year difference.
Technology, dude. There's such a boom in technology. Like so like fuck.
You can even see it. Like when you
Take a look at Oblivion came out in 2006.
Yeah.
On 360. It's a launch title, I think, or close enough.
It was 2006. Yeah, 360.
But like, Skyrim came out on 360, 2011, 5 years.
Yeah.
But the jump in technology is insane.
Yes, but if you play Skyrim on the 360 and you play it on Xbox One,
There's
you move faster.
Yeah.
It feels vivid. Like wow.
But there was a huge advance in technology, man. That's why I like the Switch, man. I'm enjoying what it's doing. I just got Fire Emblem. I'm hyped.
However, I do believe that good gameplay is way more important than graphical capabilities.
True.
Good gameplay.
True.
However, when graphics are dope though.
Yeah.
Like when you have good graphics, you're like.
If you don't have
Final Fantasy 15. That blew my mind, man.
That shit was crazy.
That blew my mind.
Yeah. I really fucked.
I was like, this is Final Fantasy.
I know there's been rumors for fucking years, but like, there's always been rumors that they're gonna remaster the 13 trilogy for Xbox One and shit.
What they do, they have to make it.
I would do because like, okay, Final Fantasy 13 came out what, like, shit, dude.
2009.
2000, yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah.
That a Switch could easily run that shit.
Yeah.
If they put the fucking Final Fantasy 13 trilogy, I would do a gameplay.
All games?
Gameplay.
How confusing would that be?
Apparently only the second one's confusing.
Because there's time travel.
Dude, I tried, so like, I got to the end of 13, like chapter 11 out of 13.
Yeah.
But then the difficulty spikes the highest I've ever seen in an RPG game.
Honestly, that would be a good playthrough because it is linear.
Yeah.
It's very linear.
It's linear up until chapter 11.
Yeah.
And then it's still kind of linear, but you can go fuck off.
And then 13-2, they were like, okay. And then 13-3, they're like, let's just make a faction game.
100% though, like, I heard that people really enjoyed Lightning Returns though.
Yeah, I hope they did. Well,
I think it was.
I don't like Lightning, but
I think it was just cool to shit on 13 when it came out.
it was cool.
But like, I feel like people now hold it. It's like, dude, when Wind Waker came out, and everyone was just like, "This is a piece of fucking shit. Fuck this game."
Mm.
But now everyone's just like, "Dude, it's such an underrated classic." It's like, guess what? I loved it when it came out. Do you know how many people used to tell me I was shitty for that? You what?
What? You like?
Dude, Twilight Princess was so much better because it's all mature. What the fuck's Wind Waker? And that's how people are with Final Fantasy games. I guarantee you 16 will come out.
Yeah.
And then they'll just be like, honestly, dude, I don't know why 15 got as much hate as it did.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I'll tell you why. But it's still good, though.
I enjoyed it.
I give it an 8.
I give it 8
out of 10.
Yeah.
Is it better than 9?
Dude.
Is it better than 9, sir?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That is going to get so much hate. Because I did like I did like the story of 9, but I just could not get past their fucking character designs.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like Zidane or Zidane, whatever his name is.
Why'd they give him a fucking tail?
The tail is just where he's from.
Well, like if you look, okay, look, you see the they have the cinematics, and the knight, he looks like a fucking cartoon character.
Steiner.
Yeah,
he has a terrible design. I don't know why the queen looks. Why is the queen like green and shit when she's the queen of humans?
Yeah,
like you're not the queen of some orc race.
I think what they did, they said, oh, let's look up the designs of these old like 18th centuries like book art.
Yeah,
and it's like they did that because they didn't know better.
And you know what's really weird?
What?
I've seen a lot of races, or like a lot of animals turned into humanoid races. Never seen rats, and that kind of threw me off in 9.
There's rat races?
Yeah, there was the her name was like
Well,
I don't remember. Her name was Freya. She was the fucking dragoon that dressed like a red mage type thing. Yes. But like her whole people, they're rats.
That was weird.
Which was just, it was off-putting.
What about the people in 12 and Tactics where they had the bunny people? You know those people?
The Viera? I was cool with that.
They look different. They look different in 12, but if you play Tactics, they're more keen to bunnies. Like fucking.
They just added them to with the new Shadowbringers expansion for 14. They just added that race.
Really?
You know what's weird though? So they added that race and they gave it its proper name, the Viera. Mm-hmm. But then they made, you know, like in Final Fantasy 10.
Yeah.
Kamari's race, the Ronso.
Yeah.
They made basically the Ronsos, but called them something different.
What do they call them?
Hrothgar or something?
Hrothgar. You know what's funny is
but it's weird because it's like you're basically the Ronso.
Well, the thing is that the cat dude, right? In 10?
Yeah.
The cat dude in 10, type. I swear in Final Fantasy 8, when you face off against the Empress, her like Guardian Force, he is that. He is that race. But he's actually Guardian Force is like a summoning. But she turns into him. And it looks just like that same race. I think it came from
it could be, yeah.
8.
But dude, I don't know.
And people are like, what the fuck are they talking?
Dude, legit, I really don't like the design of Final Fantasy 9.
We really got into Final Fantasy, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what's dope though, man, is that like
this is the thing. We'll go back to a generation. Like, no, we got the topic.
Yeah, the topic is this generation. But do you know?
And Marvel. We're gonna talk about Marvel.
You know what I like about this generation?
What?
Everyone's just doing their thing.
Yeah, there's actually you never hear. Remember, like the previous when there was a console war.
Right.
You don't really hear console war anymore.
There's comparisons now with like, here's the spec that they said about the PS5. Here's what they said about Project Scarlet.
No one's caring.
But like,
I don't care about specs.
Yeah, that's more along the lines of just, this is what each one's gonna be. Pick which one you want. It's not just like, look at how much better these specs are compared to this one. It's like, yo, this is what it's gonna give you. This is what it's gonna give you.
No one gives a fuck anymore. Because I think what happened is that like.
Dude, Switch, Nintendo's back, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, they've been back.
I have so many Final Fantasy games on my Switch, and that's what I want.
They said, let's just focus on games now.
Yeah.
Fuck E3.
Yeah.
We're just going to do games.
And the thing is, man, is that, like, I feel like Nintendo is, they're more confident with their Switch, and that's making developers more confident.
I will say, though, that the Switch Lite, man, it's weird.
I think it's dumb.
It's weird.
I think it's dumb.
Because it seems like, why would you compete with yourself?
Yeah,
because you already have the system.
But I mean, it's
smaller. You know what's funny? I might get a Switch Lite.
Well, dude, the thing that's fucked about it is that like they're still, like, with projections and shit, they're still, like, it's going to make millions.
You know what? I think if they release it, they're going to release it during the holiday season, right?
I think it's actually August or September.
Well, when it does come out, I think it's like for the parents to say, "Oh, I got to Switch Lite for him. That way, I don't want him taking up my TV. He can have the Switch."
Dude, the thing is the only thing that it has going for it is that it's cheaper. That's it.
But the thing is, like, he can already not take up your TV with the regular Switch.
Right. That's the thing. That and
It makes no sense.
It's not technically a new model, but they are gonna. Every Switch created after a certain day is gonna have an enhanced battery life.
Really?
Which is that was the purpose of the Switch Lite.
Yeah.
It was like, because it's only handheld, it has like 5.5, 6 hours of battery life.
Yeah.
But now if you buy a main Switch after a certain day, it's gonna have like a 5-hour battery life.
Yeah, they should.
It's just like you just backtracked your shit.
What can I
But
have done,
it's gonna make a lot of money though.
I think they should have done is just release more Joy-Con colors, which is
Okay, let's discuss something.
Uh-oh.
Nintendo, I know you're listening to this.
They have to
Because,
be.
Reggie's sitting at home listening to our podcast.
This is almost holy shit.
Do you know what I need?
The 29 subscriber.
That'd be so dope. But, okay, so, my brother has an Xbox One Elite controller
Yeah.
that you can go online and customize.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do that, Nintendo.
Let them do it.
Well, because, like, have you seen the new colors they announced? There's like a purple with an orange and then a yellow with a blue.
Well, you can't customize those Joy-Cons?
No.
You can, wait, I'm pretty sure you can.
I mean, people
Yeah,
take them apart.
people,
but that's like
But there's no real way to.
so the blue one that they announced with this yellow one is the blue I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
But it's one blue. The other one's yellow, and I have to buy it like that. Like, let me go onto your website and just say, I want my left one to be this color, and I want my right one to be this color.
Wait a minute.
That'd be cool.
Can you, how can you see the gray one you have? Can you put a blue one on the other one and it'll work?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, but the issue is that this pack, they're only making a left blue one.
Oh, so you wanted to have both.
I would like my brother's Super Mario Odyssey red ones. I want that. And, why do they have to release them in a multicolor pack? Cool, dude, you've announced basically for one of the colors, the one that comes with the blue one, there's already a double pack of that. So it's like, now you have a purple and an orange. Why not just release a double pack of purple, a double pack of orange, and then if people really want to collect them, they'll buy both, and now you're making more money.
Honestly,
I just want fucking blue ones.
I'm just talking about Switch, man. I really got to get one.
Let's just go buy one right now, bro.
Honestly, let's go.
Are you serious? Because I'll roll with you to GameStop, man. GameStop, give us free stuff. Man, our game really is weird. Tyler, explain gain to us.
I think it means the gain in volume.
I don't know what the fuck it means.
He's like, did that nigga just say?
I didn't say that word.
All right, now let's talk about fucking shitty ass Marvel, bro.
Let's just all right.
We talked about this generation.
So
let's talk about gaming. Let's talk about the next generation.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump over to Comic-Con.
Phase 4, bro. I don't feel anything, Austin.
You don't feel it?
I don't feel anything.
Are you hitting it? Are you hitting Marvel fucking
fatigue?
Fatigue. Thank you,
dude. I only care about Spider-Man now.
All right. Do you want to know my issue with it?
What?
Okay, they had the Defender shows like Jessica Jones and shit that were set in the same universe, but you didn't have to watch them. Now you fucking have to watch all their shows that are coming to the Disney service.
Yeah.
Because they said the WandaVision show, which great fucking name, Marvel. It's a show about Wanda and Vision, so what do they call it? WandaVision. You guys are fucking smart. Dude, 100%, they give no fucks. To, legit. Let's go through the names of their...
Loki. Loki.
Dude, right. All right, this TV show is going to be about Loki. What should we call it? Dude, Loki? You're a fucking genius. Okay, what if Winter Soldier and the Falcon team up? Dude, how about Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Dude, you get a fucking promotion.
Dude, I don't want to watch a show and then have to watch the movie.
Dude, they said that WandaVision will lead directly into Doctor Strange 2, and Wanda's going to be in Doctor Strange 2.
Well, you lost your audience, dude.
Which is rough. People were already getting annoyed at having to watch every new movie.
But they understood what they had to do, though.
Yeah. The only good thing about the TV shows, though, is that they're giving people stuff to do in between. Mm-hmm. Like, let's say there's 3 months in between movies or 4 or 5 months or whatever, but now there's a show.
You know what's fucked up, though?
But fuck the Scarlet.
Everything is serialized now.
Yes.
Like, when you look at the
comics. You got Captain Crunch, fucking Poopin'.
That was lame, bro.
I know, dude, but I had to say it.
Okay, here's the thing. Even in the comics, remember the times when you could just read Spider-Man, like a whole, like, series. You read his comics. And then you knew, holy shit, in 10 issues, there's going to be a crossover event.
Yeah.
After the crossover event, you can go back to what the readings. Yeah. But now, every 5 issues, they're doing shit with everybody else. And it's like, well, you're kind of getting your... I don't want peanut butter in my jelly. Fuck, I almost fucked it up. Yeah. But I don't want all that shit mixed together.
Right.
And the comics have been doing that since, like, the early 2000s.
Right. That's very prevalent in DC comics.
I was like, can we stop? Right. I want Batman to just be Batman.
There are a lot of times, like, I'm reading through my Teen Titans comics, and it'll just be like, remember when you saved me from Deathstroke? And at the bottom, it'll be like, oh, that's from Deathstroke 48. And I'm like, all right.
Now I have to...
I'm just like, I guess Wally got captured, but Robin saved him. That's all I need to fucking know.
Ain't that weird, though? Man, look, if you... This is what I'm talking about, guys.
Because it'll be like, I have Justice Leagues 5 through 7.
I know Tyler's a little confused right now. Let me just explain. So if you watch Homecoming first, and then watch Far From Home, because you're like, oh, wow, I'm going to complete this trilogy, which there will be one.
Yes.
You can't watch those back to back.
No, you gotta watch Infinity War and Endgame.
You're like, wait a minute. How the fuck did... Wait, Tony Stark died?
Yeah, spoiler alert, guys.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It fucks up the continuity just between those movies.
Yes.
Now look.
Now we have to do that with TV shows. Because like, I could sit through a movie I didn't like. Mm-hmm. Captain Marvel sucked. But I sat through it. But, like, what if a show's bad? But because you want... Like, I hated Jessica Jones and shit like that.
I like the first season, dude.
But, like imagine if you didn't...
Tyler, I like the first season.
Imagine if you didn't like the show, but because you want to watch the movies, you're now watching 10 to 12 episodes of that. So now instead of watching, like, a movie that you're not really excited for, you're now putting 12 hours into a TV show just to get ready. Because I like Wanda and I like Vision. Unless there's shows about something really cool, I don't want to watch it. But I have to because I want to see Doctor Strange.
Dude! There's only freaking 2 movies.
What's our channel about?
I don't know. There's only... It's about us, bro.
You know what? This is all leading back into the Avengers game. That's why we're talking about this.
We'll do it. So look, there's only 2 series. There's Iron Man and then there's Guardians of the Galaxy. If you watch Iron Man 1 and 2, it's, it'll go into it. You're like, okay.
Yes.
But if you watch Guardians 1 and 2, you don't have to watch any other movies.
Yeah.
And everything else, all the other sequels are fucked. Because you got to watch the crossover events. And what if I don't care about crossover events? I don't care about that stuff.
I was talking to fucking Jason at work. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, yeah, dude. I was like, Captain America 2 was really good. I was like, but I don't really consider Civil War a Captain America movie. And he was just like, wait, that's a Captain America movie? I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, I thought that was an Avengers movie. And I was like, it's technically Captain America, but it was an Avengers movie.
Yeah, because they had everybody else in
it. And I get you needed them for Civil War, but why not just call the movie...
Captain America was the main character, though.
But I didn't like that. Well, no, because that's the issue, is that, like, the Sokovia Accords or the Hero Registration Act in the comics, it's a very, very gray area. Mm-hmm. But by saying Captain America Civil War, you go in there with the preconceived notion that Captain America's the good guy.
Yeah, you do. Well, he actually was the good guy.
But in a sense, like you can agree with Tony though.
No, let me say this though. Okay, look, you can agree with Tony, but Tony, he was just upset. And throughout the entire movie, he was like trying to do the right thing, and then he realized what happened to his parents. That's when you realize, holy shit, wait. Captain America, what's that? My bad. Captain America actually is a good guy because he knew that Bucky was actually brainwashed, and he's just trying to do the right thing.
I don't just mean like the whole Bucky situation. I mean with the actual.
You mean like the government having
and because like you're supposed to get both sides of it. You're just like, yo, I get where Tony's coming from. They do need to be in check, but you're like, but I do get where Cap's from, because it's like technically if they're all under the government and the government's like, yeah, I don't want you going to help Sokovia.
Well, if you read the comics, if you read their comic, you know that Captain America is actually the right one. Because you can't have the government have its hand. It's a very conservative ideology.
Yeah.
You know, but like it's very strange.
But I like that you can see both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
That you're just like, yo, I get where Tony's coming from. I get where Cap's coming from.
Yeah.
And I get that
but
shit.
No, but you want there to be like different sides. You don't want there to be an obvious right guy.
I want you to pick somebody, but like...
So you think they should have just called it Civil War?
I think it should have been Civil War. Marvel Civil War, because it's got to be the Marvel Spider-Man.
I think they were worried that like, we got.
I feel like we get it, guys. It's the Avengers. That's
you know what's funny? In the
Their game is called Marvel's The Avengers. We get it, guys.
In the same like 6 months, you had Batman vs Superman, and then you had Iron Man versus Captain America. It's like, okay, guys, let's calm down.
But like, I get Civil War was the better movie. So when I say this, Batman vs Superman as a title made more sense.
Yeah.
Because that's all it was.
Yes.
Civil War, I get that's what it... But, like, by saying Captain America's Civil War, it, like, Captain America was already above everybody.
You know what I like, though?
Because technically T'Challa was kind of the same way as fucking Tony was.
His character was way different in Civil War than it was in...
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was a lot of... He grew up. Dude, did you see that deleted scenes from Endgame?
What?
Where when Tony died... And they all like fucking.
Spoiler.
They all bowed to him.
Yeah, they bowed to.
Yeah.
To T'Challa.
No, to Tony.
Who all bowed?
Like the Avengers.
Oh wow.
Because like I don't remember who starts it, but like someone does, and then T'Challa looks back and sees it, so he like gets down on one knee, and like all the Avengers are sitting there down on one knee while Pepper's crying at his body.
Why they delete
like
that
just
shit?
I don't know. It was just like the ultimate like the music that's playing was fucking somber, dude. Like it was like dude, legitimately, this deleted scene I thought was better. Because it was just like they all just this motherfucker, like the shit he just did.
Yeah.
Like
save the universe.
We owe him
really
everything.
Saved the universe because Thanos is going to just bring everything back to nothing and then recreate it.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Also, I just rewatched the reaction to Batman vs Superman at Comic-Con. Like, the reveal, it showed Superman and then they showed the bat wings. Everybody went fucking nuts, dude.
You know what would have made Batman vs Superman, like, really fucking dope?
What?
Had they not shown us Wonder Woman.
Yes.
That way, like, during the movie, you're just like, who the fuck is that? Like, that's... So, and then when she comes down and blocks Doomsday's thing at the end, you'd be like... That was fucking Wonder Woman. That's crazy.
Yeah, or they should have had her like just play like a just regular chick. Like, she's a chick, and you realize, whoa.
Yeah, because at first you would have just been like, is she?
You know what? I'm actually a better one. You should have like a lasso happen out of nowhere off screen. You're like, yo, the lasso.
I don't know, man. When she blocked it and that fucking music starts, because my favorite part was her reaction to it. She, like, fucking blocks it, and then she kind of, like, shakes her head, and it's just like, this bitch. Like, you know, like... Dude, you want to know what's so fucked? Because we're jumping over to DC. Because Zack Snyder keeps releasing shit. Mm-hmm. So, like, Zack Snyder, I think it was his daughter. I think she like, committed suicide. So he stepped away from doing Justice League, and Joss Whedon took it over.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Warner Brothers likes changing shit. Like, did you know that they were in Suicide Squad? They were supposed to fight Steppenwolf, and then Justice League they were supposed to fight Uxis or something like that, Uxis, which is Darkseid before he gets the Omega formula or whatever it is. So like, they already had that. So then Warner Brothers said, no, we want Steppenwolf in Justice League. So they had to put Steppenwolf over him, and that's why he feels so off-putting. Mm-hmm. But in Zack Snyder's cut, when he tries, like, when Steppenwolf, like, goes to the fucking boom tube or whatever, like, before he can get through, fucking Wonder Woman cuts off his head and kills him.
Dude.
And his head rolls through the fucking boom tube to Darkseid's feet. And, like, Darkseid's sitting there with his family. And as he looks through, it's like a shot of the Justice League and then a shot of Darkseid as the boom tube closes, kind of like doing this whole like personal vendetta thing.
Yeah.
And then like it was supposed to be 5 movies,
Mm-hmm.
like the Batman and Superman thing, where you know the nightmare vision that Batman had, that was supposed to be a movie. Where at the end of a movie, Darkseid appears in the Batcave and kills Lois.
Why'd they fuck up so
That's dude, because fucking Warner Brothers, man.
Then they started
Swamp Thing is a fucking amazing show.
and they stopped it.
Yeah, because
Is it ratings?
dude, what it was creative differences. The writers and stuff wanted it to be this dark and gritty show, but Warner Brothers didn't want that. They're like, dude, it's Swamp Thing. We want it to be like horror, have crazy monsters and shit.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers didn't want that,
They said no.
and they were just like, cool, we're canceling your fucking show then.
Dude.
Like, I'm gonna pull up its Rotten Tomatoes, just so we can see how stupid.
So it's
they
just
are.
Warner Brothers just fucking with the DC
That's
universe.
exactly.
You know what's funny though? Aquaman made $1 billion.
Yeah.
At the box office.
They're finally kind of doing this like cool, letting the directors be directors.
Just let them.
But like they had their hands in everything, and I think what happened. This is pure speculation. I think Zack Snyder fought them on a lot of stuff, but then when Joss Whedon came in, I think they brought him in and was just like, okay, this is what we want to do, and he was like, it wasn't his vision, so he was just like, that's cool. Like if you're not the one working on this, and the studio tells you to change stuff, you don't care enough about it.
Yeah, how can you say, actually, I think the vision would be this?
Okay, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Like, you don't cancel a show that in its first season is at 93% on Rotten
It's
Tomatoes.
a lot of shit that's fucked up. Well, you know what's funny, dude? I think what's going to happen to Marvel is things are going to catch up to them. Because this whole fucking TV show and movies, like, they're trying to take over all aspects of entertainment. Dude.
Yes. But
And
that's
I'm not
there's
feeling it.
there's an
They're trying to-
oversaturation.
They're trying to start a MCU or a gaming universe. I swear, I bet you different companies are going to try.
Dude, that Avengers game looks rough.
Have you seen the new gameplay?
No, the leaked one?
No, Comic-Con?
No.
It looks way better.
Good.
They
It's like
changed
'cause
Thor's hair.
Because it's
and they
square.
and they changed the Black Widow's face. They changed her
Okay,
face.
that's cool. It's got a good cast, though. It's got Nolan North and Troy Baker in it.
Really? Alright, I'm good.
But, like, I was excited for it. And then we saw that shit at E3, and I was just like, who are you? Like,
Square.
fuck, man.
It's by Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah.
That did the
You know, some,
Tomb Raider.
some fucked up stuff, man.
Yo, what is it, dude?
Is that so a writer for Marvel was like, yo, people are going to experience Marvel fatigue.
Mm.
And he was just like, we need comics. Not everything that goes into comics should go into movies. And me and you were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Like
Just because people
certain things shouldn't carry over.
People are like, yo, it was in the comics. So the comics
Yeah.
can be bad too.
Right.
Because it's a media that can be bad.
And a writer for Marvel who's been doing it for years was just like, the comics need to stop being the movies.
Yeah.
The movies need to have the comics for inspiration. Because legit, if you like look at the comics and you
They're
look at the
mirroring the MCU.
yeah, it's like, yo, that's Chris Evans. That's fucking Robert Downey Jr. in your comics.
They're mirroring. You know,
Yeah, it
it's
was
hard
like, don't
because
do that.
they get influenced by pop culture, and
Yeah.
pop culture is the MCU. You know.
But like, that's
I
the
hate when
thing,
people
is
think-
now it's everywhere.
I hate when people think that the comics are some kind of gospel that needs to be translated in this holy text
Dude.
of awesome. Dude,
That's because
comics suck too.
well, dude, like that, and people don't realize. They'll just be like, well, in one comic book.
Yeah.
Because like I will watch a Marvel movie and I'm like, oh, dude, in the comics I know this is what happened. Like with Marvel,
Yeah.
I'm like that was a dude that gave Captain Marvel her powers.
You know, okay, comics like this, like in comics, there's different iterations, different writers. There's like a graphic novel that stayed alone, and there's a long running series that ends after a cliffhanger, and that's only like 50 issues.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that's 700 issues. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the comics,
Or there'll even be multiple things, like especially in DC. They're just like, we have the Superman comic, we have Action Comics, then we have the Super Son comics, which is about like Damian and Superboy, but Batman and Superman are still in that. And then there's like the Dark Knight, and then Batman. There's just a lot of and it's like, dude, like be inspired by the comics.
yes.
Pull some shit.
There's just strange, like...
I do like the design changes that they make in the movies.
It's like if something comes from the
He said
comics...
something.
there's a validity to it.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, the comics, maybe because what I'm talking about is the fucking Natalie Portman is the new Thor.
Yes.
And like, yeah, that was in the comics.
But it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, and when you say the comics, it's very vague.
Yeah.
What's a comic? What issue?
Right, dude.
It bothers me, dude.
Dude, no, and you know what's rough, man? Is like,
I don't like.
And people also tend to think of comics as like, what? All right, so they showed a Comic-Con trailer for season 6 of The Flash.
Yeah.
The villain is this villain named Bloodwork.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of him. But he was created in like 2017.
Yeah.
And people are mad about that. Because to them, an issue of Flash that's 2 years old with this villain is less important than Reverse Flash, who's been in it for years. And it's like, do we want to be...
You gotta try different things.
Yeah, like in season 5, when they're when they like go to the future, spoiler alert, and the one guy's like doing an interview, and he's just like, yeah, Cicada killed more people than Zoom, Reverse Flash, and Red Death combined.
Yeah, so...
And Red Death is from Dark Knight's Metal, which is when Batman like takes over Barry's body and becomes like a speedster Batman. Mm-hmm. Like, and people were just like, yo, that'd be so cool. He was created in 2017.
Yeah.
But it's like, so that character, I get he's a cooler character in my opinion than Bloodwork. Yeah. But like, why are you upset that Bloodwork is a new villain when Red Death was a new villain?
Yeah, you can't compare.
They view it like, because like technically, if I went and I bought the newest Aquaman comic, and in that he's just like he's in love with Black Manta, like let's just take it somewhere extreme.
Yeah, you're like, what?
That's comic book accurate at this point.
But people, it's a new issue.
Yeah, people will just be like, no, he hated him, and it's like, well, guess what? In the newest issue, he's in love with him.
Yeah, it's because it evolves.
Like, yeah, and they won't view that as like that's.
I will say a writer can really fuck up a series though.
100%.
Because you're like, well, I think that's a bad decision they made it.
Yes.
Like, it is comic accuracy.
Yes.
But it's a poor decision to make for a character.
No, that's why I wanted to take it somewhere extreme.
Yeah.
But they'll do that, like.
But Spider-Man's been fucked for 10 years, dude.
But then they could also bring something special, like with Dark Knight's Metal, where you find out there's a dark multiverse. And there's a whole like Justice League team of Batman that have taken over. Like there's like an Aqua Woman Batman because it's in a universe where gender swap. But then there's like a Batman Cyborg. There's a Batman Doomsday. There's a Batman Green Lantern.
Because these writers are throwing shit at the wall. Okay, dude, what's good?
But the thing is that was people loved that, and they had the Batman Who Laughs, which is a Batman that was like. Poisoned by Joker, so now he's fucking crazy. He's so popular, he's getting his own. He has a series going on right now. That was so popular, they were like, "Cool, he was real popular, so we're gonna give you a 7-issue miniseries." That was so popular that there's now a separate series. But it's like you could they could hit on something really special
which
with
is
that
good.
shit.
What I hate though is that like sometimes they'll try something new. Comic writers will try something new, like Parker Industries. Remember that I told you? Yeah. Well, Peter Parker was actually a billionaire for a second, and then they realized, well, actually, people don't really care about him being successful like Tony Stark. We have to bring him back to where he was. So he loses his company, and people are like, well, you're actually a failure because you're actually stealing someone else's work because when Doc Ock took over his body, he got Parker Industries running. So people are like, well, you're just trying to take credit for what he did for you. So he loses his company, and now he doesn't have any money, and he has a roommate. He like, you can't be that poor to have a roommate. You know what I'm saying?
That writer just doesn't want him to be happy.
Dan Slott.
Because why does he have to be the most miserable character in the fucking MCU?
They're actually that writer. He retired. Well, he's not writing him no more. And then there's a new guy who actually is getting Peter Parker right now. And he's saying like it's crazy because I just read it where he did this comic where Peter Parker he did Hulk switches, he like separates.
Yeah, because no one cares about Banner.
Dude, right? Well, that happens to Spider-Man in this new issue, in 2018 issue. And like Peter Parker, he's like looking at how Spider-Man has been acting for the last 10 years. He's a total dick. And the Peter Parker's like, is that how I was been acting to all these for 10 years? He's critiquing the old writer.
That's dope.
And then guess what? Like, so Peter Parker, he's like, he does this thing that he creates this giant robot to get shit done quicker. And then, like, he almost, like, he's about to die. He gets, like, really in peril. And then Peter Parker saves his life, and he gets blown up in the explosion. He's, like, bleeding. Because that's the right thing to do. And that's what Peter Parker would do.
Yeah.
And the other Spider-Man's like, well, I'm a fucking dick. Like, I was just doing all this shit, and now he's about to die.
Damn.
I was like, dude, that's how you do Peter Parker.
That's,
man.
yeah. Dude, because, like, it's always
And
so...
he's with MJ now. And he's with
Dude,
MJ.
alright. It's always so fucked up where it'll be like, dude, fucking Nightmare casted a fucking worldwide spell. So Peter, Doctor Strange had to team up, and the only way to revert it is that fucking Peter Parker had to give up his love for MJ. And it's like, why was that the way?
That was
Like,
in One More Day.
Like, what the fuck?
Dude, you're talking about that one? That's what happened, dude.
Well, because I was reading, alright, in all defense, I was reading about that because it was...
Dude,
it's Spider-Man, Peter Parker reveals his identity in, like, Civil War 1 or 2 or something.
And he had a daughter, bro.
But then to revert it, he had to team up with, like, Doctor Strange and Tony. Because that's a theory of how people think they're fixing what happened at the end of Far From Home.
Yeah.
So, like, I was reading about that, and I was just like, what?
Why would he ruin his movie?
Yeah.
Dude, that's what happened. It's called One More Day, where he actually makes a deal with this entity, almost as if it's like a devil. And entity's like, well... So I haven't read it. So he's like, well, I have to fix this. He's like, in order to fix it, you have to... Your relationship with MJ never happened and your daughter never existed. And he has to make the choice. They were reversing because people are like, well, he's a family man now. It's like, well, he has to grow up. And they didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So
but
now
everyone else gets to go home to their... Like, fucking Tony's just like, that's crazy, kid, and walks away with Pepper. You know?
But Peter Parker always has to struggle. And I was like, I get that.
Yeah.
But he can still have a family. He can still be with MJ and have a kid.
Yeah.
But the struggle will be different. For an adult, you're not struggling to pay rent all the time.
Yeah.
When you're 35, you're probably struggling to like balance your life.
I hate when they fuck up stuff though. So like this is like there was a huge storyline of Batman and Catwoman leading up to this big this big wedding issue, bro. And they were gonna get married, and it was dope.
Yeah.
But then like I think it was like Bane or somebody like convinced her that if they got married, he would stop being Batman, and that Gotham and the world needs Batman.
Yeah.
So, like, she like, all this leading up to this wedding, it was such a big deal, and then she just said, we can't get married, because you need to be Batman, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, what? Like,
Fuck.
are you blue balling us, dude?
Dude, they want you to constantly be in this battle. Like, will he get her? Or
That's why I think Arrow, the TV show, fucked up. Because there's, like, there's one character in DC, in my opinion, other than Aquaman. So Aquaman and Green Arrow, they're the ones that they get the girl. Mm-hmm. They genuinely like get. And then in season 4 of Arrow, they fucking killed off.
They have to.
Black Canary.
They have to.
But then they brought her back from another Earth.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was like, dude, like
that's comic book writing. That's comic book accuracy in a way.
But the issue is it was like it's all because they created a character for the show that was like a hot chick.
Yeah.
That fans love so much, so Oliver got with her and is married to her. But they killed off Black Canary.
Dude, you know what comic book... Okay, I know you don't watch The Walking Dead, but it's based on comic book, but the storyline...
That ended terribly, by the way. Like, the comic book. I read that. It's garbage.
But, like, the story of The Walking Dead, it's very up and down in comic book. If you watch the seasons, it's like, yo, why did Carl die? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler. Dude, just don't... Oh, fuck.
Yeah. The thing is we need to start saying spoiler alert before.
To be honest, though...
What are we, 53 minutes in?
To be honest, though, he died 2 years ago. Two seasons ago. So you kind of should have, if you're not watching that shit, you don't really care if you're not watching it.
Did you see what happened in the final issue?
What happened?
Like, just...
This is the ultimate spoiler.
Spoiler alert like a motherfucker.
We're about to hit an hour, nigga.
Yeah. Fucking, like, Rick died.
Mm-hmm.
And then it, like, skipped 10 years. And it was just like, yeah, they're all just, like, living their lives.
It's like, nah,
like,
you can't be doing that.
Like, and Rick was just, like, in his room sleeping, and someone just came in and killed him. There was more to it than that. I don't really remember.
Let me say this.
But, like that's like, your series ended, and it's just 10 years later, and they're just like, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, the thing is that, like, the whole drive of The Walking Dead is for them to recreate, like, civilization.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do just to say it happened. I will say this though, it's very hard to end a story. That's why with our D&D campaign, it's like, how the fuck I end this?
Dude, that's some other shit that comic book writers, like fucking Captain America, they wanted to end that series at one time. So like he gave up being Captain America, and I think he like sacrificed his life. He was just like, dude was like, I'm done. Captain America's finished. And then they brought back Captain America. They do the same shit with Elektra. That's why Elektra dies in everything she's in.
You know why?
She dies in the comics because the creator wanted her dead.
You know why they killed? They even did it in the fucking TV show. Allegedly.
Yeah.
But like the thing about Elektra,
I didn't watch season 3.
Dude, she's fine, dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen season 2?
Yeah.
When she
season 2 was
sick. You know what's fucked up about that is that like her and what's his name? Matt. Their chemistry is way more interesting than him and the other chick. Yeah. So they had to get rid of her. Just like Peter Parker and Black Cat. Yeah. Spider-Man and Black Cat, they have a really intimate energy.
It's the similarities that are there.
I think I know what it is, dude. It's the freaking you ever with a chick or you're like the energy with you and a chick is really like toxically sexual. Yeah. And it's like it can never it can never really work because it's so sexual and like interesting. Yeah. There's no like mundaneness to it. So the only way you can actually be with someone for a good while is like it can be sexual, but there's also some.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That's what it is. Also how they can relate because like going back on the two that I named, fucking Aquaman. Mera was like a princess of another kingdom, so she gets that, and she's a fucking badass. So like they really are good together. Same thing with Black Canary. She's also a vigilante. So it's like they could because you know like with MJ she's like, Peter, I know you have to go help but be safe. Yeah. Black Canary or Mera is like taking out just as many people as their like, husbands are. You know like doing same thing with Black Cat.
But I think Peter needs to be with MJ though. Yeah. She balances his life. Yeah. But Black Cat, she'll put that nigga in danger. Yes. Because she's trying to steal something, and he has to try to help her.
It's very Catwoman too. Yeah,
you like Catwoman. Black Cat is a cool character.
The issue is that I know Black Cat from like the TV show I used to watch growing up. Yeah, and I've seen everyone was hyped for the DLC of her. Yeah, I just don't know shit about her.
Dude, she's dope. She's fine too, dude. But she basically is a copy of Catwoman. Let's be honest. That's good. All right, bro, we gonna end this.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Honestly, dude, I didn't expect us to be 47 minutes long.
You know what? The energy was good, bro.
We brought it. We were upset about Final Fantasy 1 not working.
We forced this shit to happen.
Yeah, but that's what's up. All right, man. You know what's dope, though? What?
This is... Oh, fuck. I finally fucked up. This is David.
And this is Austin.
And this is DNA Gaming.
Get the fuck out of here. Woo! Oh, hit that bell, though, seriously. Yeah, subscribe and shit.
All right, we out.
All right.